The Courtney Show.
We have a comedian and local guy, Scott James, hanging out with us in studio today. It's our first time meeting you, Scott. You and Tim have been buds for a while.
One of my best friends in comedy. One of the guys when I started that was super cool to me and helped me out a lot. And we've become really good friends. And he's a great comic. And people should go see him at the Funny Bone. But yeah, first time on the show.
Westport Funny Bone all weekend long, starting tonight?
Yeah, all weekend long, starting tonight at 7:30 and pushing on until 7 on Sunday.
Sunday, you're doing a Sunday show.
Oh, yeah, I work on the Lord's Day. That's how I do it.
What's that? You're no Gedeker.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes those are the best shows, man. It's a little more relaxed. It's a little more laid back, and there's not as much like Saturday night pressure on.
Yeah, you're.
It's not date night.
You're making and breaking people's night, their Saturday night plans.
Yeah.
In their head, they might have imbibed a little
I
too
like
much.
to say I make them more than I break them.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sundays are laid back. Those can be some of the funnest shows. So definitely, yeah.
Do you love the Westport Funny Bone?
Yeah, it's where I started.
Mm-hmm.
So it's where I started when you start there and you're sort of struggling to climb the ladder a bit. Being brought back to headline feels great.
Yeah.
It feels,
That's got to be cool.
How many have you headlined a lot at the Westport Funny Bone?
Yeah. That and the St. Charles Funny Bone. They book me out there quite a bit to headline, and that feels great.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a hometown crowd. Sometimes my mom shows up, which is why I got to block her on Facebook.
Are there things that you won't say when your mom is there? Then
No,
she isn't.
She asked me one time. I forget what the context was, but she asked me one time, like, why I don't have any jokes about her. I was like, do you want some? Is that what you're telling me? Because you see how I treat my ex-wife on stage. Do you want the smoke?
This could go down a dark path.
And you're a local guy. Where are you from?
I live in O'Fallon.
Yeah? Are you from the O'Fallon area?
Yeah.
O'Fallon, Missouri.
O'Fallon, Missouri. I moved into the area in 6th grade. So, yeah. You know, mostly from here.
What's your address? I'm just kidding.
I'll give it out. Somebody might want to come by and, I don't know, shovel a driveway or something for me. I've been busy.
What do you do besides comedy, since you do other work besides comedy? Because the only reason I know that is because he told us about his promo code to get tickets.
So I was a union floor layer here in St. Louis. So my promo code is 1310 for free tickets because that's the union local, and that used to be something I would just try to put on like the union's Facebook group and like, hey, I'm doing shows. Here's a promo code for members, but I just put it out to everybody now. But yeah, that's what I did for a long time.
So 1310 then, if you want, tickets are free, right, with that code?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is pretty big. So stlouisfunnybone.com, if you get tickets for the Scott James Show, 1310 as a promo code will get you free tickets.
That's pretty great.
Thanks to
Are
the
you going to get in
union.
trouble for giving that out?
I haven't discussed it with anybody. This is one of those better to ask forgiveness than permission type situations, I think.
We're trying to make money here.
Right.
Do you have
Get a lot of drinks.
Do you have a lot of union jokes?
I do, actually. I had maybe like the last 10 minutes of my act sometimes, 10, 15 minutes of it can be about stuff that happened on jobs.
Why not? To me, that is such a big, huge part of our area. I mean, Greg went in on he's got the most wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jif peanut butter fans.
Greg's great, man. He's actually one of those guys that I've worked with Greg, and he encouraged me to write more about that.
Yeah.
Because he'll do that. He goes in on like farming. He goes in on selling peanut butter. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and it's also like, I don't know, you sort of try to write and you sort of like remember stories from working with weird homeowners or decorators or whatever in people's houses. And yeah, there's always something there.
And the language on a job site with other union workers, can that be dicey?
Shockingly clean. We keep it Christian, classy gentlemen.
And what do you do now? You still working for the union?
Yeah, I take side jobs. I work a little bit, and I try to do comedy. That's the thing. But
that's
I also have
that's your passion.
Oh yeah, but I also have a kid in college, so.
Ooh.
You're always, you could be one canceled gig away from being like, sorry about next semester, buddy, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Scott, with all his skills, was first on the scene on all my basement mishaps that have been long documented on the show.
We talked a lot about
But you guys have talked about that?
Oh, are you kidding
I've
me?
never felt so bad I say felt bad for somebody because it's a beautiful house. And I mean, it was like a couple months after you moved in. You were like,
Weeks.
can you come look?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Emma was...
It had an effect on Scott.
Yeah, man, it really, I hate it, but it was also, it affected me because it was like a year-long process of peel the carpet back, get it drying or whatever.
Think you got it, then you don't.
Scott taught me a lot of things that I should have learned as a younger man, but he helped me through it. He's a good man.
Yeah, I definitely walked into his basement. I was like, oh, buddy, your basement didn't flood. Your basement floods.
Yeah.
It was like little telltale signs that you wouldn't, that most people wouldn't notice, but all his like baseboards and door casings were swollen up a little bit at the bottom, which means they're taking on water pretty
all the time.
regular.
Scott was the one who had to explain that to me, that this was
This was already happening.
Scott had to
You
give
need
me
to
a lot
talk
of
about
hard
your
news.
baseboards. He's
Yeah.
like, what about my baseboards?
Because you want to believe the best in people. And it obviously
The
was
guy
not.
that sold that house to Tim was like, paint it and let's walk away as quick as possible.
Yeah,
It was
they
money
always
pit.
say if you see a freshly painted basement wall when you go to look at a house,
Yeah.
you'd be skeptical right there.
Yeah.
It's like, we just painted down here. Doesn't it look nice? Why did you just paint?
Tell us about your personal life. Let's hear about this ex-wife.
She sounds like a dandy.
Well, the good news is I have an ex-girlfriend too that's occupied. So like,
It's fresher
I'm starting to notice a trend. Yeah.
in you,
Well,
the kind of women you attract, or what you're attracted to.
I think it's the reverse of that. The kind of women I think I'm going to repel is, I think, when I'm, establishing a
Eventually,
right.
not right from the get-go.
I don't know. There's not a whole lot to say other than I'm actually going Sunday. I'm going down to visit my son's at Mizzou.
How about that basketball game last night?
Yeah, here's the thing. I'll take note of that stuff, and I'll be like, hey, buddy.
He has no
He
idea.
does not. I took him to his first Tigers game. I took him to the first Mizzou football game. It was like Parents' Weekend his freshman year, and I was hyped up for it. He's not a big sports fan anyway, but he'll hang out and watch the Super Bowl with me or whatever. And I was like, no, you don't understand, buddy. College football games are amazing.
Electric.
The marching band. And it's I think it was the season opener
and
too,
he's
so
got,
it's huge.
Oh, wow.
And he's got some talent. Mizzou's talented. When I was at Mizzou for the short time, they
Yeah.
were not a good team.
Yeah, right. So they're on the up right now.
Yeah.
So it's even more exciting, right? And we get our Parents' Day, tickets or whatever. And I'm telling you, the tickets could not have been worse. They had us sitting. We were sitting beside the visiting team's marching band. That's how bad our seats were. We were literally facing away from everything. And I swear, as if by divine poo-poo on my day, every touchdown happened at the far end of the... So every now and then I would just kind of look over and be like, they're normally better than this.
Yeah.
Greatest experience ever,
Did
right?
he go to another game after that?
No, I just don't think he's...
He doesn't care.
That sealed
Yeah,
the deal that he was like, this is not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the first experience had been better, maybe I'd be able to be like... And I don't... maybe his friends do. He doesn't keep me abreast of all the things that are going on with him. But, yeah.
So you're going this weekend to visit?
Yeah,
Or after your show on Sunday?
No, I'm going before my show. So I'm gonna drive down there. It's only about an hour and a half drive from where I'm at. So I'll drive down there. We'll do brunch and hang out, and probably, money will be exchanged. That feels good. And,
What's he paying you nowadays?
God, I wish that's how it works. But no, I'll drive back and do the show on Sunday.
Where are you
and
going to eat?
Great data alert.
Where am I gonna eat?
Yeah.
I was just texting him about this. There's a place down there. I forget what it's called, but it's amazing. It's like a breakfast type place, but you could also get a beer with breakfast, which helps me. I think it's called Blue Mountain, or Blue Ridge, or Blue Mountain something. But it's really, really good. Really good breakfast spot in Columbia.
Yeah, they're killing. The new stuff shows up there all the time. I barely even recognize it when I go down there. But Booch is still there.
Yeah, you guys love Booches.
Yeah. Not like I'm not in the burger game anymore, but pretty fantastic. Have you done Booch's down there?
No, there's a bunch of places down there. I go down there and we kind of stick to the same couple
Sure.
places. He really likes ramen and sushi, so we go to that Kampai place.
All over the place. Yeah.
Got yourself a fancy kid.
Yeah, yeah,
A high rent kid.
yeah. It is shocking. Like
That's
when
not
he's
union food.
No, luckily my household is pretty streamlined, and I can afford to, like, when we go to the grocery store, it's always so funny. It's also a little sad to go to the grocery store after he's back at school, because then I don't go up and down the aisles where the stuff he likes is, and I'm like, man,
Yeah.
that's a bit of a bummer. But yeah, he likes to cook nice food
That's
too.
good. That's a good skill to know.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be husband material. Good on him. I don't know where he learned that from.
I like how Scott's like giving away tickets to the shows. Like, use this promo code, free tickets, free tickets. And he's like, yeah, the money thing is tough around here.
Nothing's working out for me.
But the promo code is 1310, 1310, stlouisfunnybone.com. Just go get the Scott James tickets. You put that in, tickets will be absolutely free. Let's tell them again. You have, it's a show tonight, a show tomorrow, 2 shows Saturday, and the 1 show Sunday, all at the Funny Bone at Westport Plaza. So stlouisfunnybone.com. Use that promo code. We'll post it too. 1310. Get in there and go see Scott James.
Scott, thanks so much.
Heck yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks
This is
for
fun.
coming in for the first time. You're
Yeah.
welcome back anytime.
Outstanding.
It was a lot of fun.
We'll see you tomorrow then.
Go
Scott James. Thanks,
Scott
buddy.
James.